Tonight, 2 Investigates uncovers a connection between a company that gets millions of taxpayer dollars and campaign donations to a Bay Area sheriff.
The county's largest contract is with a company that is your largest donor. Is there a conflict of interest there?
I don't think so.
Corizon Health Incorporated, a for-profit company, has received hundreds of millions of dollars from Alameda County to take care of the medical needs of jail inmates since 1988.
And when 2 deaths at the Santa Rita jail put Corizon in the spotlight, KTV's Eric Rasmussen took a closer look at the company's deal, and he found a cozy relationship with some elected county leaders. Eric?
Heather, Frank, it's all public record. 2 Investigates found this company, Corizon, has given a lot of money to political candidates all over the country, including Alameda County Sheriff Greg Ahern, who ran unopposed and was reelected last year. Yet even as Corizon has come under fire for inmate care, county supervisors have repeatedly extended the company's contract on Ahern's recommendation. At Santa Rita Jail in Alameda County,
we have 3,000 people here. It's a small town.
Treating sick inmates is a big job.
We have an at-risk population in the jail.
Worth big money. Corizon Health promotes itself online as the biggest and best at providing medical care inside jails and prisons. It has a contract with Alameda County worth $237 million. That's the largest contract of any kind in the county.
How would you say Corizon's doing?
Well, I think they're a good partner.
Alameda County Sheriff Greg Ahern's office oversees Corizon's contract and how it's performing. He's appeared in Corizon's promotional videos talking about the private company's work with inmates at his jail.
They get their medical coverage here. They get treatment here.
According to county records, Ahern recommended bypassing the public bidding process and extending Corizon's existing contract with the county in 2011, 2012, and a 3-year extension in 2013. At the same time, 2 Investigates found Corizon was making political donations to Ahern, more than $100,000 going back nearly a decade.
When the county's largest contract is with a company that is your largest donor, is there a conflict of interest there?
I don't think so. I have 2 main contributors to my campaign efforts, and that's the Deputy Sheriff's Association of Alameda County and Corizon.
Ahern says he actually uses the money to put on an annual charity golf tournament.
The benefits from that golf tournament, in turn, are placed into a trust fund to help deputy sheriffs who are in need of finances because of medical issues that they have.
Well, we believe that companies should not be able to make campaign contributions to candidates, plain and simple.
Emily Rush is the executive director at the California Public Interest Research Group, a consumer and government watchdog. She acknowledges Sheriff Ahern is not doing anything illegal or especially uncommon. But even if Corizon's contributions didn't determine the outcome of past elections, Rush questions whether the sheriff should have accepted them.
There's a concern that they're making campaign contributions to get access to the sheriff, who ultimately has backed their proposals to renew their contract.
Justice for Mario! Questions about the sheriff's relationship with Corizon come at a time when the company is under more scrutiny than ever before.
Eric.
Last month, 2 Investigates uncovered concerns about the treatment of inmate Mario Martinez. A doctor recommended surgery to remove nasal polyps in February. Despite repeated court orders to get the condition treated, Martinez was still waiting on a pre-op appointment when he died from an asthma attack in July. Earlier this year, Alameda County and Corizon settled with the family of another inmate, Martin Harrison, for more than $8 million after his death in 2010. An outside doctor hired for quality assurance at the jail has documented more problems. In a 2013 email to a Corizon executive, Dr. Calvin Benton called the jail's outpatient housing unit a revolving door to get inmates in and get them out ASAP. Dr. Benton also warned the sheriff's office about a very close call that could have resulted in a fatality when Corizon refused to provide a CPAP machine for an inmate with sleep apnea. Corizon has also been at the center of other recent wrongful death lawsuits, state investigations, and canceled contracts around the country.
Have you been able to get answers from Corizon about these issues as they come up?
Each and every one of those have been answered.
But 2 Investigates had never been able to get more than a written statement from Corizon's PR firm.
Mr. Miller, Eric with KTV here.
So we tracked down some of the company's executives in Santa Barbara County.
I'm
concerned about any number of issues. but one of them is
Supervisors
that-
there are also deciding whether to continue doing business with Corizon.
Is Corizon ever withholding care to save money in some circumstances?
Absolutely not. There's this notion out there that we're motivated to reduce care and effort to save money. That couldn't be further from the truth.
Some recent lawsuits have kind of tainted things, but they do not reflect what it is that we really do.
As for the donations to the Alameda County Sheriff,
I think that's something that you'd have to ask the sheriff about.
We did, and I thought I should ask you as well. Is there an expectation that Corizon has when it donates $100,000 to a sheriff's campaign?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
back in Alameda County, not all of the concerns about the deal with Corizon are new. It was one of 5 large contracts reviewed by the grand jury in 2012, which concluded weak oversight and a lack of formal evaluations put taxpayer dollars at risk. The sheriff insists he's getting the best deal for the county, not himself.
When we're talking about companies coming up for business with the county, should you be taking money from them on the campaign side?
Same answer. Those funds go to assist our trust fund to help our deputies.
They don't help you get reelected?
I haven't had a campaign candidate yet, someone running against me.
The sheriff says that Corizon contract will go out for a public bid next year, and he told us that's handled by the county's General Services Agency. We contacted the GSA's director, the county administrator, and all 5 county supervisors. All of them were either unavailable or declined to comment. Some even pointed to ongoing investigations looking into the recent death at the Santa Rita jail and even the Corizon contract itself.
So, Eric, putting aside the issue of whether the sheriff should be taking this money, whether it looks good, what else is the sheriff saying about the quality of coverage that the inmates are getting with Corizon?
Frank, we talked to him about that quite a bit. He says even with these concerns, even with all of the allegations nationwide and here in the Bay Area, he says it's a question of who else can do this job. He expects when this goes out to bid, there won't be a lot of companies competing for the job. He thinks Corizon's the best.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thanks for looking into it. Very interesting.